actually.
I like to yawn today. So.
Oh, this is Scout's intro that she made.
Oh.
Welcome to this week's edition of Afternoon Delight. I'm Ashley Kalbus, and I'm joined by my fellow co-hosts.
I'm Ashley Wasson.
I'm Haley Seitz.
I'm Travis Judell.
All right, so let's just get into it. Let's start off with the Kardashians, because Kardashians always have something going on. So, Kim Kardashian is actually pregnant again. Did you guys know that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but in that picture she looks so pregnant.
Her like pajamas like flew open or something. I don't know, but you can see her baby bump in the photo. But Kim actually just had her baby shower this past weekend after like the whole fiasco going on with like Lamar and Khloe and things. But anyway,
Ooh.
So she's pregnant. What do you guys think she's gonna name her baby?
Ooh.
I'm thinking South because there's a Northwest and it'll be Southwest, right?
I don't think so.
No.
But I
No?
think I can't remember what they were talking about for names for the first kid. So I know on the show they like
remember.
listed off some names and then they jokingly brought up North. So maybe she'll go back to one of those other ones. But
I would expect something wild. Definitely.
If they
expect
name
something.
their kid South, then I feel like everyone would just,
No. Yeah.
ew, no.
Well, they
Go with a
named
normal
North.
name.
True, but
They did North. Why switch to normal now?
I guess. But
I don't know. What
North
do you
and
have
South
any idea?
as your kids, like,
That's funny.
I don't know. It's the Kardashians. Anything
Yeah,
can
you never know
happen,
what's gonna happen
Really,
with them. North and
yes.
South.
for real though. But anyway, then like Lamar and Khloe. So you guys know Lamar like had the whole drug addiction
Yeah.
thing and fiasco. Okay, so now Khloe says she doesn't. They're gonna cancel the divorce and they just want to be together and she's gonna stick with him.
yeah, I guess they signed the divorce papers back in July. But there's some big not back order, but like there's a big backup on the paperwork, so the judge has never signed it, so it hasn't been official this whole time. So she just decided to ask the judge to pull that from his desk, and so they're staying married, I guess. And I know she said that like she's never stopped loving him and that she'll always love him, so she doesn't foresee a reason in getting a divorce.
the one I read, it said, Khloe Kardashian isn't stupid and she's ready to relaunch divorce proceedings if Lamar Odom shows any signs of going back to the world of drugs. So say sources connected with Khloe. Our sources say Khloe is annoyed by people on social media who are calling her naive for dropping the divorce. And Khloe and Lamar both signed off to dismiss the divorce case, which was all but final, and says, bottom line, if he goes back to drugs, she's gone.
She is naive.
So, well, maybe that one's just like a follow-up saying that like
Yeah.
she isn't going to go through the divorce, but if he does fall back and doesn't push forward and make progress, then she's leaving him.
Yeah, I think that's naive of her to do this. I honestly think she's just doing this to stay in the spotlight. She's kind of, I hope that she falls out of the spotlight, but now with Lamar doing this and staying with him, it's going to drag out for forever and ever. And we're going to be hearing about these two 30 years down the line just because of this. And I think it's dumb in that she should have left him, but whatever, it's her choice.
It is her choice.
It's her choice. If she wants to stay with Lamar Odom, who's going to go over to a brothel and do Lamar Odom things, then that's her choice.
And there was another article that was like talking about how when he was in the hospital he had like a sketchy visitor. I don't know what that
Yeah, I
means.
saw that too. Like
yeah.
a shady visitor shows up in his hospital room and demands
Kobe
to
Bryant?
like visit. So
Yeah, probably.
I'm not sure what's going on there, but
Was it male or female?
I think it was a guy.
Yeah, male.
So why did they say why he was shady? Like
I don't know,
he
I didn't read it. I didn't really care. No.
Bringing in some drugs in the hospital.
Probably.
I
Probably.
mean-
There's your signs, Kim. He's back on it.
Or it's the dealer wanting money, you never know.
Okay. It could be anything. So anyway, I think you have an article about Kylie Jenner.
Oh, yeah. So Kylie and Kendall Jenner, they were listed on Times Magazine along with Malala as the most influential people in America. And I just am appalled by this because Kylie Jenner, I can't believe that people would look at her as the most influential people, one of the most influential persons in the whole entire world.
Influential teens.
Influential teen. And she says, everything I do, I always start these huge trends. The only trend that I saw was taking your lips and sticking it in a shot glass and trying to make your lips bulge out. So that's a great trend. Congratulations to starting that. That makes you the most greatest teen in the world.
Well, I think she has like the most Instagram followers out of anyone in the world, which is.
I mean, social media is a big thing, but ultimately, like, it doesn't
What is-
matter
yeah.
how many followers you have on Instagram. Like, it's well, okay. So you're famous on Instagram, but like, what do you do with it? Like, do you do anything actually educational with
Yeah,
your
like, is she
Instagram?
promoting
Hers
anything?
are mostly like explicit kind of pictures. Like she's very open to like showing her body and things like that. And like she just turned 18, but she did that before she was 18. Like, no, that's just wrong in so many ways. And Malala is actually a really, really great person. Like, she went through a bunch of, she's actually enforcing like an educational movement for women in the world. She was actually shot by the Taliban for trying to go to school and things like that. So she's trying to like open up windows for women around the world who don't have the opportunity to get education. Like, that's actually influential. She wrote a book at like age 13 or 14, and Kylie just posted an Instagram picture of her lips in a shot glass.
But
Right.
she wants to inspire fans to be whatever they want to be.
I,
That inspires fans. That's what
I
she
guess-
says. That's
Lip
what she says.
puckers, like what?
And
I
it
mean, I
isn't
guess,
saying like
but
how it's
impressive.
influential. Like, yeah, she's influential. It might not necessarily be in a positive manner, and she may not use her like power and fame for good things. But like, she is influential, just not.
It's hard to compare her to somebody
you
like
can't.
Malala. Like, there's so many other, I feel like, or not even females, but like teenagers around the world that are doing more like inspirational things that Kylie and Kendall probably aren't at the top of that list. But
Kylie's ex, Jaden Smith, he made the list.
They were dating.
I guess. I don't know. That's what
Who
it says.
is that?
Will Smith's
Will
son.
Smith's son.
Oh, sure.
He made the list.
Sure, yeah.
Amanda Stenberg. I don't know if you
Isn't
remember.
she dating Tyga?
Yeah, I thought they
now?
were, but then I saw something that Tyga was dating someone else.
No, like he's like 28. She's 18.
Yeah, she's 18.
She just bought a $2.4 billion house, and she has Tyga's mugshot hung up in a frame on the wall. What the heck?
That's pretty cool.
Yay, boyfriend.
Mugshot though, like at least put like a coupley photo.
Yeah.
right, like a cute picture
Not
or
like
something.
this is when he was in jail. Yeah.
But you have a $2.3 million house.
2.4.
Four.
$2.4 million house. You can do whatever you want with it.
I guess.
That is true.
She should be inspiring others instead of spending money on
That's true.
stuff like that.
That's true.
Well, I guess to go on more of like an inspirational, upbeat story, Taylor Swift, her mom was recently diagnosed with cancer, and at one of her more recent shows, this little girl, Taylor Rayburn, and her mom went to go see Taylor Swift, and the little Taylor is what they refer to her in the article, had always like dreamed about meeting Taylor Swift, and her mom told her, you know, you might not be able to meet Taylor, but they saw her mom in the audience, so they went and talked to the mom, and the mom actually got them a front row like VIP seat, put her in like this really cute director's chair, and then after the show took her backstage to meet Taylor. And she's 6 years old. She's battling stage 3 Wilms, which is a rare like kidney tumor for kids mainly. And she should be done with chemo in December, but it's still going to be a tough time for her. So it was really cute. She did say to her mom, like after everything sunk in, she was like, you know what, Mom, like dreams do come true, and she was really excited about it. So
I'm not a huge Taylor Swift fan, to be honest, but like things like that are really
Right.
cool.
Yeah.
Like
She does a lot of cool
obviously,
stuff like that, too.
I respect her for that. I just think her music sucks.
yeah,
So,
she definitely does a
that's
lot
about it.
towards like reaching out to her fans. She does a lot with like cancer kids or like special needs kids. And I know she does like Christmas presents, just like stuff like that to like keep people involved and to do something. Like, she's more influential than Kylie Jenner.
Right, that's for sure. All right, well, we'll be back with some more inspirational stories after we take a look at a Perfect Pets promo.
Student-run television station WMCM-TV sends out a group of students to film some of the most precious animals of the Cooley Region Humane Society in a segment we like to call Perfect Pets. The Cooley Region Humane Society offers a variety of programs and services at little or no cost to help both animals and people in our community. If you have found or lost a pet, are in need of training assistance, need cat behavior consultation, desire to volunteer, need to surrender your pet, or are looking to adopt a pet, the Cooley Region Humane Society offers this and so much more. So what are you waiting for? Adopt or become a volunteer today. To find out more about these services, contact the Cooley Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
Again, the number for the Cooley Region Humane Society is 781-4014. Okay, so another really great story that I found was Target actually has an ad out for Halloween costumes, and in there they have a ad for Elsa from Frozen, which who doesn't love Elsa? But not only that, the girl who is pictured wearing the costume is actually with crutches and has braces on. So Target's getting a lot of admiration right now for actually placing a child with disabilities in their ad, because that's not something you would normally see. Usually models are pictured like perfect people, and they're actually making things relatable. So I just thought that it was really cool that they're reaching out to people who actually like don't get credit for being here in society. So
I know, I don't think you really think about like child models. You know, you would think like models, like an older female, like women as models, but they do try to pick like cute little kids that, you know, seem perfect. And I think that for somebody that did have like some sort of a disability, like this would be a huge thing to see when you're looking through like flyers to see like where Halloween costumes are or something like that. So I think it's definitely like a good idea and something that other places should be doing with like everything, not just Halloween costumes.
right, it's definitely encouraging for people so they don't look and feel like they're different or left out.
Especially for like Elsa to use that costume, because everyone knows what Frozen is. Everyone wants to dress up as Elsa, so like showing that is like huge,
Right.
which is awesome. And I like Frozen in general. So.
Same.
And also there is a new character on Sesame Street. Her name is Julia, and she's autistic. And she is a preschool girl with autism who does things a little differently when playing with her friends. And that's what the quote said. So I don't know. Have you seen like pictures of that?
I've seen pictures. There she is.
Oh. Cute.
They just like they show her doing like other like normal activities, but they show her approaching them differently. So again, like they're making it more relatable, and like Sesame Street is like super influential and has been on TV for like I don't know, lots of years, long time. So I just think it was really cool that they're actually like bringing something new in and reaching out to people.
Yeah, I think both of these two stories are great steps to show what this country is moving forward in promoting these things like that. Target's thing was awesome. This is awesome too. Hopefully we get to see more and more things like that throughout through holiday seasons and things like that.
I agree.
We got Christmas is coming up soon. That means like holiday commercials.
Yeah, so maybe we'll
Christmas.
see some Toys R Us commercials with some toys. So look for more. You heard that first here on Afternoon Delight. Look for more commercials like that and advertisements.
I think you have some love stories.
Yeah,
that we
I
could
do
touch upon.
have
Let's
some love
switch over
stories.
here.
Well, I guess it's kind of more of a heartbreak story, but Liam Payne is a single man for the first time in over 2 years. And the article I read didn't really say much about why they broke up, but it just said that they first connected when they were students in Wolverhampton, England during their early years. And I didn't actually go out with her at the time, but I used to see her at school and we'd kind of chat. I asked her sister for her number. She was very shy and didn't give much indication that she liked me, so I just assumed that she wasn't interested, as well as thinking she was way too hot for me anyway, said Liam Payne of One Direction. And every girl, not every girl, a lot of girls would love to date Liam Payne.
I didn't even know who he was until you
I know.
just
Well,
told me
now he's single.
So, good for him.
I don't know, he is. But
She's really pretty.
I hear people will travel a long way to go see him.
Same.
I heard this one girl actually went all the way to Nashville
Yeah.
just to get her eyes on Liam Payne. She didn't care anything about One Direction. It was just
Liam
to see Liam Payne.
Yeah. My friends flew to Germany to see it One Direction.
Wow, that's insane.
These
Why?
people are crazy.
Why?
It's One Direction. They're
Crazy
just boys.
fans.
Oh my goodness.
And another person, or they're not broken up, but they got divorced, is Halle Berry. I don't know who she was married to, but they're getting divorced, so.
Sweet, she's on the market.
Yeah.
There we go.
I actually saw another story. It was titled like Liam Hemsworth has apparently found his hashtag true love. So that entitled me to open it because I love the Hemsworth brothers. They're both extremely good looking. And I opened it up and it's actually a picture of him with his new dog from Instagram. So yeah, that still makes me feel happy because obviously it's a dog, not a woman. So there's still hope, everyone. There's still hope. And her name is Tani. It's just a brown pup. They didn't even tell us what kind it was, but that's okay. So anyway, he was shirtless with his dog. What more could you want? Great.
A cat.
I don't like cats.
I like cats.
You like cats and men together?
I have a cat, and I guess he's like my best friend. Just got him yesterday. Really cute.
Oh yeah, Walt.
Walt. His name is Walt, after the great Walter White. And I can definitely see how he says that it's his new true love but we have a dog too at our place, and it's pretty cool. I've come to realize that pets have unconditional love, and it's crazy. Like, no matter what you do, like, they're always going to come back to you. It's pretty cool.
I didn't have pets growing up because I have allergies, so I actually slash everything you just said, and I don't really have any feelings towards pets.
Wow.
I had a
That
mini
is
shark.
cold and heartless.
I had a mini shark, but other than that, I don't really care to have pets.
So you had a
They're
pet
smelly.
fish.
Yeah, they're
you didn't have a
smelly.
pet
They
then.
shed everywhere, and you just have to buy them food. I'd rather buy food for myself. And yeah, I'm not all for pets.
That might be the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I used to have donkeys. I mean, you couldn't like do anything with them, but they were
Well, if we're going to
cool.
count them,
Like,
then
they
I
were-
have sheep.
Yeah,
Pigs.
I had farm animals, but they weren't
Those are-
pets. They're
They
not
can't be
pets.
pets.
I
They
didn't
can't be
tame
pets
them.
because you killed them and eat them.
You don't kill donkeys. You're not going to eat a donkey.
You could.
Have you tried
Ew.
donkeys?
No. No. I haven't. No.
What's
But
the strangest thing you guys have ever eaten?
I tried octopus once at
I've
not
had that
weird.
too, but it's not.
It was
it's
cold and all the tentacles were on my tongue and gross.
Ugh.
I'd
I had-
rather have donkey than octopus again.
I've had an alligator,
I've had
an
alligator
eel,
too.
an eel, but other than that, I don't really like trying new foods.
You
I'm
know,
really scared of mushrooms.
What?
what?
Like, they grow on the ground and you can, like, step on them. Like, I'm not trying to eat a mushroom ever. Sorry.
Wow.
I don't-
That I've just,
Or like,
we've witnessed this here. We've heard
or
two
like
of the
kind
weirdest things in
no,
this
that's
segment ever.
weird. Like, kind of like octopus, like, you know, like mussels and, like, oysters. Like, you step on those on the beach. I don't know. I don't want to put that in my mouth. Like, your
But
foot
it's
was
in a
on it.
shell. Like there's stuff in there. So
Okay.
So we don't like pets and we don't like
Whatever.
mushrooms.
I guess.
But do we like Drake?
no.
Well, Serena Williams likes Drake.
Yeah.
They were seen together at a restaurant making out. We have a photo of that. Pull that up, and it's kind of TMZ Sports. Look at that, just checking out their dinner, and they're on top of each other. I don't know. What do you think of this? Serena Williams obviously is a great tennis player. Drake, a great musician. Teaming up together to make love.
I feel
I
like
mean, they were
it's-
just making out.
Yeah, and I feel like it is kind of a weird, like, combination.
Yeah, and I
Like, I
thought Drake's
wouldn't
still trying to get
expect
Nicki
them-
from
right.
Meek.
Opposites attract.
I wouldn't
people.
expect them to be together, but I guess, I mean, if they're happy.
Hey, I like it together.
And what if it wasn't even them? Like, what if it wasn't even actually them in that picture? Like, you never really know.
Oh, you can trust TMZ. Can't you tell?
No.
I think we had another Drake story
Yeah.
too, don't we?
Because I'm sure you guys all love the song Hotline Bling as much as I do.
Actually, haven't heard it. Not even kidding.
the cell
I've just
phone
seen
one?
the little clip.
Yeah, you used to call me on my sip. That one. That one. Yeah.
Okay.
So, that song. And there's a bunch of remixes, and there's a bunch of Vine videos, and a bunch of Facebook videos, and just a bunch of videos of people, like, editing his music video. Because look at those. The first one is Donald Trump. Like, his head is where Drake is. The other one is Pokemon. There's just a bunch of videos like that, just kind of making fun of Drake's dance moves. But props to him for dancing unusually, I guess.
I saw the tennis one where it's like the racket. That's like the only
Yeah,
one I've really
I
seen.
haven't seen like the actual like video itself. I've only seen
either.
like, the Vine
Yeah.
ridiculous videos. But
I saw like a meme and it was like Drake spends $3 million on music video to have every single screenshot made into a Vine. I was like, yeah.
I mean, any publicity is
Right?
good publicity. As long as their names are out there, they're making money.
I love it when people make these spoof videos. Who cares if it's Drake? And I love watching all these spoof videos of whatever. Power to the people who can come up with the creative talent
Yeah.
to make fun of him and things like that. So
What if
And
it's
the editing
just?
skills are good.
But what if it's just people who do that on their spare time? Like,
what?
oh, I'm
their
sure
hobby.
it is. But like you said, like it's still a form of publicity.
I guess.
Like he's still getting, and if you
Yeah.
see one of those videos, like the silly videos come up on Facebook, I feel like if you wouldn't listen to the song, like you might go look up the video just to like see what it's about.
The
So
original.
you're
Maybe
also getting,
he
you know,
made them himself
he might.
to make himself more popular.
It could have been.
It's a
But I
possibility.
definitely agree with that. Whenever I see something making fun of something on Facebook or wherever I come across it, I'm gonna go right to the original
Right.
to see it, to compare the two. So
Yeah.
it's a good way to. Wow. That's a good way
Another new song is Adele's song called Hello. And it was compared to Fetty Wap's, whatever his name is, song Trap Queen. And apparently they have like similar tones or something. And I was like, no.
She's been working on that album for 4 years.
Yeah.
Like, that's actually supposed to be like a really long period of time. I highly doubt she's like, hey, let me steal your lyrics.
Yeah, and especially not from Trap Queen.
No.
Like Adele is a literal queen, not
Yeah.
a trap queen.
I love the song.
I
We
know,
all
I really
heard
like
it
the song.
We did
beforehand.
listen to it pre-show.
Yeah, so would you like it, Travis? You
Love
it.
hate it.
Hated it.
You'll be singing it in your shower later, I can feel it.
Probably.
Oh, it was plain and boring. Like there wasn't anything to it. Like maybe if I want to go to sleep, if I'm trying to take a shower and sleep, then I'll put it on.
Maybe watch the music
I mean,
video.
it's not meant to be like a pump up like party song.
Yeah.
It's like an emotional, like feeling song.
Well, then maybe when I'm feeling emotional, I'll listen to it.
Okay, well, you don't have to watch that video, but we can watch a promo for Eagle Nation instead.
Yeah, Eagle Nation.
Hey, Eagle fans, WMCM TV has a brand new sports show. That's right. Join us every Monday and Friday to keep up to date with all the Eagle athletics. We'll recap highlights, talk to coaches and players, and keep you up to date on what's happening around campus. Pretty cool, right? The show that I'm talking about is Eagle Nation. So join the crew every Monday and Friday at 12 p.m. to talk about UWL athletics. So when you think of sports, think of us, Eagle Nation, on WMCM TV.
Hey, welcome back. So, let's talk a little bit about Robert Downey Jr. because who doesn't love Robert Downey Jr., right? Oh, Travis. Okay, but whatever. You're a different story. So anyway, he did something pretty great, and he dressed up as Tigger, the tiger, to cheer up a boy who has cystic fibrosis. And then he also invited him to a movie premiere, which is pretty great. I know that like Robert Downey Jr. gets perceived often as like a jerk, and he's not a very nice person and things like that. But this just goes to show he has a nice heart, and he is actually a great person. And if he wasn't so old, I'd be with him.
He doesn't have an iron heart.
No, he doesn't.
No, I definitely think that's super cute of him. And I mean, I think it's a huge thing that so many like celebrities are doing stuff for kids with disabilities or kids with cancer. I think it definitely like lifts more than just their spirits. But like other people see this happening and realize that like they could maybe happen to them or just get like a little bit of happiness out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And those pictures and like the memory will stick with them forever and will forever be like their
Right.
favorite thing to look
Have
at.
you guys seen that like Johnny Depp dressed up as Jack Sparrow and went and
Yes,
visited
the hospital?
Yeah, visited a teen in the hospital, and like
He went and
got
visited,
all
like, a
in costume and everything.
Kids like
hardcore.
cancer hospital and walked around like in character.
I would be scared. think.
Right.
Like,
Why?
kind of a
You look
scary
terrified.
pirate.
Why are you terrified?
If
Yeah,
there's a
but like
little
if
kid in the-
I'm scared of that tiger costume just by
I
Downey
mean-
Jr. I'd be scared of it.
Tigger is not scary.
At least the way he was dressed up, it was scary.
One scary thing that we can talk about doing the Halloween costumes is Baby Daddy star Jean-Luc Bilodeau was actually burned in a freak accident at a Halloween party over the weekend. And he was in his costume and got too close to an open flame. And the production is on hold right now for the show because he's suffering burns, but they say that he'll be okay.
Good show.
So,
He's cute.
It's a good show.
Yeah, it's not bad. I've only seen maybe like half of the first season. I just started it recently.
Never even heard of
but-
it.
It's a good show. I like it. It's pretty funny.
Have you seen
It's a
Reba?
shame to hear that he had to start on fire.
oh yeah. And they used it as like a public service announcement, almost being like, as a reminder, like Halloween costumes and Halloween paints are flammable. Like in the article, they talked about like be careful on Halloween because bad things
start
can
on fire.
happen. Yeah, exactly.
Dang.
But another weird thing that happened, a couple was actually married at a Halloween park. I'm not a huge Halloween fan, like
What's a Halloween park?
Could it
like
be
a
like
theme park.
Valley Scare, like that sort of?
Yeah,
Trail
like
of
That'd be
Tears.
cool.
like they like redecorate the whole like whatever
Okay, yeah.
like the theme park to the
Oh,
Halloween
that's
theme,
cool.
haunted
They got
houses,
married?
everything, and they got married. Like all the bridesmaids were in black.
That's
The
scary.
reverend or whatever was dressed up as like some skeleton thing. I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of Halloween, and I think a lot of people celebrate like killing people and like hardcore like scary things. Okay, so why are you going to do that on a day you're supposed to be getting married and like start a new life? Like, it's just like
I'm
a
all
weird.
for that. I think that was pretty original and pretty cool.
Okay.
You
but-
could just maybe coming
zombie
from a
bride.
female standpoint, that isn't the dream wedding, but I think from a guy's standpoint, that was pretty cool. Like, it probably was more fun and more entertaining for people rather than the traditional. Oh, let's go to a church and let's get married and have just a traditional
Okay.
reception. and
Yeah,
everything.
but
Like, it's
Halloween
fun.
is
It's
supposed
fun.
to, like, the tradition behind Halloween and what it means is, like, about death. And marriage is like, oh, let's spend the rest of our life
Yes.
togetger, not our...
Well, maybe they'll stay together until they die because they got married on Halloween.
Well, that's part of the ceremony.
that's the goal.
But like,
yeah.
I don't know. It is about celebrating like people who have passed on. So you're
Yeah.
gonna celebrate them by getting married. Like, it's just
And
weird.
it's not even like you're just
cool, though.
getting
Blood and
married on
guts.
Halloween.
Unique.
Like,
You gotta admit it's unique.
but the Halloween theme for a wedding, I just like. I don't feel like it'd be wrong if you got married on Halloween, but you don't have to go like full out in
Yeah.
Halloween attire.
What
But
are other costumes?
it gets stranger though, because actually a couple also made a horror movie trailer for their pregnancy announcement. What the heck? No.
No, that's even worse. That's so much worse.
No.
Like I've heard of like the movie trailers that people make for like the wedding proposals, and they like make this like big thing. But
That
for
makes sense.
a Halloween like horror movie one for a birth seems a little awkward.
I think it's pretty
Like
cool.
I wouldn't want to watch that.
There's so many horror movies that have, like, demonic births and
Yes.
stuff. Like, oh, yeah, I really am looking
Well,
forward to my
what was it like?
child-themed
Just
one
like,
like that.
was it just like?
I didn't watch it because I,
yeah.
don't like scary movies.
I wanna
so
watch it, 'cause
I
that
don't
sounds
wanna
cool to me,
see-
too.
Birth already is scary,
Yeah.
and then you got to make it scarier by giving it like a horror thing.
What
like,
if you look back on it like 15 years from now? You're probably
be
gonna
like,
think it's
what
hilarious.
was I thinking?
It'll be hilarious.
I don't think I'll laugh at it.
Just like a Halloween
And
wedding.
then when you show your kid
That's
when
the
they are
same
born,
couple. I bet
No.
it was the same couple that got born on Halloween.
That's just like, okay, the women in the 80s who got like the poofy wedding dress things, they regret it now because that was
Right?
not a good fashion trend. Just like this whole Halloween
No.
wedding and baby thing is probably just a little trend, and they aren't
Yeah.
going to be proud of it
Wow.
when they're older. and
Not if
everything.
Can we go back to, like, the happy costume Halloween things? Like, the Tigger thing? Like, that was happy. I liked that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a cute idea. So,
What are you guys going to be?
I am being Wayne from Wayne's World. So, yeah, party on.
Swag, being an astronaut. It's going to be awesome.
I'm being a bottle of wine.
And being the Queen of Hearts.
Oh, well, that's quite the variety of
Yeah,
characters we have up here on Afternoon of Delight. But that's all the time we have today. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys on Thursday.